Good afternoon, everybody. Well, it's week 2 of trying to plan ahead and get the videos done before I leave on Friday, and you see how far good intentions got me. I hope you'll forgive me for being late, but I did want to get out a special message this week, so that's why I didn't skip it completely. First, the nuts and bolts logistics. I'll remind you in the Monday memo that's late too, that's attached to this video link, you will find a reminder of things going on the rest of this week. Especially interesting tomorrow, Wednesday, please be sure and wear your college colors or shirts or something signifying your college. We're trying to engender the college spirit and help visualize for our juniors and seniors their plans for their future. Thursday, we'll celebrate with our own version of a college signing day where the guidance counselors are asking them to stop by the guidance department and sign a large pledge sheet showing where they're setting their cap for. And it's up to us to help them make it there. Also this week on Friday, don't pack a lunch. Just saying. So in the offing, beyond that, our next grading period is actually over. The next 4.5 weeks actually ends on October 10th. And then which is a Friday, and then we have fall break. And we had planned on pulling grades to print reports on Wednesday, the October the 15th. We'll probably do what we did last time, which is to pull grades at the end of the day, and then the next morning, as we print them, we'll divide them by L4 classes, get them to you, and let you distribute them so students can take them home. That doesn't leave you much time, and it sets an expectation that you'll spend part of your fall break entering grades, and that absolutely cannot happen. So officially on paper, the grading period ends October 10th, but I'm encouraging you, please make your cutoff for the grading period maybe Wednesday, October 8th, or even Tuesday the 7th, to allow yourself enough time to get all the grades caught up and posted so we can have a clean run in Aspen. We won't make the same mistakes we made last time. I'm sure we'll find all new ones to make, but together we'll get them out in a timely manner. And we're pushing because Thursday, October 16th, we are scheduled to have parent conference night. We're going to do that a little bit differently. Starting next Monday, parents will be able to go online on our website to a Sign Up Genius, where they will sign up for meeting slots with you 15 minutes apart from the hours of 6 to 8 p.m. on the evening of Thursday the 16th. They're going to be encouraged to meet a couple teachers that they particularly have questions about or classes, and then they're going to be encouraged to participate in 2 PTSA programs that we'll offer the same night. We're hoping the programs will give people another reason to be in the building and encourage them to remember that parent conferences are about more than just coming in with classes you have problems with, but coming to learn themselves or coming for a positive visit with a teacher. So we're hoping by having parents sign up, you don't get the backlog of parents you had before. Last year we tried the student-led parent conferences, and the ones who attended it seemed to get a lot out of it, but it never gained traction. So we will go back to this hybrid parent meeting, parent conference kind of format and see what happens there. So just be on the lookout for those signups. You don't have to do anything. We're creating the Sign Up Genius. We'll send it out. The parents will sign up. You don't have to do anything except pull off the schedule when we tell you it's full. There are some other dates that are on the Monday memo about things coming up, but for the most part, you should be able to go through instruction fairly unimpeded by anything going on. I want to close by thanking you for the energy and the creativity and thoughtfulness you put into your comments and feedback on our STAR plan. I'll be sending you a copy of the finished one that we submit, but remember, it's supposed to be a living document, so this is really just the start. We'll get feedback on it. We'll be expected to progress monitor what we say we're going to do throughout the year and adjust our goals and adjust our actions accordingly. And I was struck Sunday while sitting in church, and this has nothing to do with religion, but a couple of messages that the pastor read just really resonated with me. And you know, it feels like we've already taught an entire school year. I don't know why this year just seems, it seems more work than it has been in the past. And I really kind of hate that for our faculty, because one thing I always tell people is I stopped working on February 10th, 2011, because that was the day I was named principal at the L&N STEM Academy. And ever since then, I've gotten to go and hang out with the best people on the planet, and I've had the coolest job and have the most fun. And it's feeling a little bit more like work these days. So I'm one of those people. I'm not going to complain about it. I'm going to say it is what it is, and I just want to change it. So as we're thinking about what we can do to liven things up, the administrative team, we've talked at length and talked with several of you at different times, just saying, what can we do to make it fun again? We've talked about what can we do, what can we tell you can stop doing? And it's a double-edged knife, because we've really tried to keep the mundane drudgery away from you as much as we can, and those are the very things that are causing the drudgery now, the dealing with Canvas problems, dealing with Aspen problems, and the grading. And if we implement innovation, it means more work for you. So if you have any ideas, be sure and let us hear them, and we'll keep thinking. In the meantime, one of the things I know that a small group of us talked about doing was to institute a Poets Society. If you haven't been a teacher any place yet, you may not be familiar with the acronym POETS. It stands for Piss on Education. Tomorrow, Saturday. So when you hear announcements saying the Poets Society will be convening this afternoon at a certain place, that's what it stands for. And that means you're invited. Grab your significant other and bring them with you. We want to include families when possible. But it's a social time. There's no pressure. There's no expectation. There's no PLC talk. It's just time to blow off steam. We've also contemplated having a coffee club of sorts and alternating which workrooms we go to, and just having them before school one day a week, and alternating weeks where they are. So those are the things we're thinking about. If anybody has any other ideas, please let us know. But the message that the pastor was giving last week, he was saying the way we respond to the hard stuff should be with hope. And especially for those of you who've seen my TED Talk, not that I'm advertising or encouraging anybody to do so, the main message in my TED Talk still holds true. I believe that the product of education, the product of the school system, is hope, because it's hope for a better future, hope for a better tomorrow for our students, because we've given them the tools to be self-sustaining, self-managing, and self-advocates. And so when he said that, it got me thinking about our faculty. And I encourage you, respond now to the hard stuff with hope. It'll get better. It always does. We're not going to wait around for it to get better. We're going to work to make it get better, but just know it's coming. So I encourage you to keep up hope. He also said that who we choose to become during moments of distress will drastically change the outcome of what's happening. I believe that too. So in those moments when we're feeling particularly challenged by whatever, I encourage us all to stop and step back and think about, who is it I'm becoming in this moment of stress? Because I can be the bringer of hope for the situation, or I can be the harbinger of doom, and I'm going to have to live with the outcome either way. And lastly, he reminded us that how we respond to the hard parts of life are going to dictate what we do with the really challenging times. So in essence, it's going back to the original message about who you are in the hard times is who you really are. So while we're having these hard times, I really want us to band together and have fun with each other and be there for each other, because if we can do it through this rough time, just think how sweet the good times will be. It's going to get better. Hang in there, y'all. It's a bumpy ride, but I guarantee it'll be worth the price of the journey. Have a great week, and I'll see you around the station.